nice fish. What do we got? What do we got? So, still, Sundial Bridge, Sacramento River. I catch these about once a year. They come in, seagulls, man, and they just hundreds of them just sit around. So, but what I want to bring to your attention is how close I am to the water. I brought my camera down to where I'm level plane with my subject, and I was able to catch this. Now, it's telling a story, man. Look at all those little seagulls just sitting around, just doing nothing, trying to figure it out. That guy's coming in. But that other seagull right beside him, he's watching him come in. That's cool. A little soft. A little soft. Depth of focus problem again. F8. I don't know what I was at there. But it's telling a story. Those guys are flying in. Let's see what this next one is. Oh, yeah. So I don't know if it's the same bird landing or, there's a bunch of different shots of the photos of these birds. But, let's check this guy out. I like the water. I froze the water. That's the first time I was ever freezing water. Look at it splashing up as he comes down. Nice. The wings are extended. That's cool. That's a cool photo, man. And it's on my hard drive. I'd like to just, get it off my hard drive. Okay, so let's see what else we got for you today. Oh, this duck. Now, the problem with this duck, those are cool ducks. Little roadrunner ducks, man, I call them. They're kind of cool. I am at 1/2500th of a second on my frame rate. 1/2500th second. He's just floating in the water. He's just floating. But the problem is that I was shooting other birds that are flying by. And at 2,500, you want to catch a flying bird at 2,500. That's just the way it is, you know. And so then I came around and seen this guy and just kept shooting away. Didn't change no shutter, didn't change nothing. And I was excited. When you're out there and your adrenaline starts pumping, these little things you forget, man. So the more practice, the more you get out there, the more second nature you will become on your camera. That's just the way it goes. Practice, 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 practice. But yeah, look at this guy. He's cool, man. Got the water all just waving up around him, because he's pushing it. I was extended on my lens, ISO 400. I don't know. I shoot auto ISO right now. I know I learned this from backcountry photography. Steve Perry, he's cool, man. I learned a lot of stuff about my D850 Nikon. He's a good. Watch him on YouTube. You'll see. He really informative. Tells you how it works, and so I learned a lot of stuff from him. What do we got? What do we got? So these guys are hard to shoot, man. All that white on them. The light hits us differently every time. So let's check them out. So that's a pretty good little herring there. Egret, herring, egret, I guess. So ISO 2000th, 2500. Would it be a little clearer? I don't know. F7.1. Okay, so I got a little more depth of focus there. ISO 2200. Focal length was 500. I had to extend it out as far as I can go. Need to get me a bigger lens, huh? Egrets are hard to shoot, dude. The white ones, man, because the light hits it. You can't get the background just right. You can't get so take a lot of shots. I have a lot of respect for old-time photographers. Old-time photographers, man. They You only had 36 exposures to get it right. And then you had to go home, develop it, or send it in and wait a week. And before you even know where your mistakes were at. You know, we got it going on now. I could take 100 shots, I could take 1,000 shots and try to find the best ones. I guess it's kind of cheating. I don't know. I don't know. But they're cool. They're cool. Let's see what we got. See what we got going on. Oh, okay. So the blue herring. Now, this guy was cool. This guy. This guy was cool. So I was in Anderson, California, just treading through the Sacramento River, finding trails, looking for birds, finding anything to shoot, dude. And so I crawled through these bushes and just cut brush. And as I pulled the brush away, there was a family sitting there fishing at this little pond next to the river. The look on their face. I got my P850, I think at the time, big old lens on it, the 200 500, and like just crawling out of the bushes, dude. It was funny. So I was like, hey man, I'm just a wildlife photographer trying to figure this out, blah, 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 blah. And, looking for birds. And she's like that blue herring over there? Sure enough, there he was. I was proud of that shot. 1/2000th of a second. He's a sitting bird. Could have slowed that down. Could have cleared my image. 5.6. It was shadowy. It was in the evening. I needed as much aperture as I could. ISO 4000. That's questionable. Maybe I was on auto ISO. I don't know at the time. What I do know is this is a good bird, dude. It was. I was proud of that shot. He took off. Yeah. Now this photo. I don't know if I was panning properly or got him at the right angle, but the camera just made it look so contrasty, cartoonish. Hey, I was learning. That's the important part. I was out there shooting and trying to get it right. Yeah. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Ah, I got better. Look at this. I guess it's another shot of the same, you know, and came out a little better. Yeah, he's all stretched out. The light just getting up underneath him. Must have been reflecting off that water. So just get out there and practice. You know, take shots. You got a lot of SD card, man. A lot of SD card. Ah, yeah, yeah. So this is when he landed. This is probably one of my better shots of this bird at this time. I like it. He was coming in to land by that stump. Could have had a little more information or photo behind him, but that's all right. It's a good shot. I like the way the sun shines through his feathers there. It's late in the evening, a golden hour. Let me tell you about the golden hour. I watched a video one time on this guy, and he says, if you just wait for the golden hours, like 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening, you're only shooting 4 hours a day. There are so many better shots out there during the day. You're just missing them. It's all in the light angle. Angling that light in the right position.